expressed in the following program are those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily reflect the views of Real TV, its affiliates, or sponsors.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut.
Nothing better than being right here on Real TV. It's a beautiful Tuesday evening, and I realize that you all are on the inside with us, live, and alive with us here on Real TV. Yeah? I like that. They wait until it was 4:08 or thereabout. Right? I like that. I love that. I love it. 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 Right? I love it. I love it. I love it. It's straight to the point. And I love the fact that we come out here to deal with persons who are unscrupulously taking advantage of people and their good nature. And yesterday, Mr. Director, would you believe that while we went live and you said, let's go straight to you, I just received a pre-action protocol letter. I just received a pre-action protocol letter. I threw in documents and anything. I received a pre-action protocol letter. And this letter, I ain't read it, is about the girlfriend of the young lady, of the young man, Odari Joseph. I mean, I put all my evidence out there, you know. But she's more embarrassed than anything else because you've been speaking to victims. We have the evidence. I have the evidence and proof. And you're speaking to victims and you're saying what you have to say about the victims. You're talking to the victims, sorry. while you in the man's house, you're at his place of abode, and are still gathering information. This Odari, when he was a little cleaner, he was a little cleaner then. This is Odari. Good afternoon to you, Maya. How are you doing? You good? And this is a young lady who would have been speaking to Regina, and in speaking to Regina, knowing fully well what was happening with Regina, and you believe, God is good, I made sure and recorded this young lady's conversation when she called me Ohiho in the morning. Come back to me, I want this to say, I want them to see how serious. When she called me Ohiho in the morning about she feeling bad, she don't want she family to know. She don't want the people in her job to know because she works at an attorney's office. You want them to know what's going on. And you sat there and you lied to me for hours. And I told her, say, a nice girl like you, why are you involving yourself? Since you find out last year the young man was using your name and saying he was a lawyer, your lawyer. Last year. You put up a show with your mother, you vex, you this, you that. Why didn't you not go to your same colleagues for them to write a bully letter? To write a bully letter stating for him to cease and desist. Instead, you was more anxious to go and watch a movie. You were more anxious to go to the movies. You come and you tell me, he ain't getting no money. In fact, you was telling Regina that when he gave money, you was giving him back. But that's not the case. Because we have evidence that you wanting a phone and he sending money for you. He was in love, or still is in love. You call me and say he threatening you. But here what all you vex for. All you vex that I don't like stupid talk at all. I don't like people to believe or to feel that I stupidity anyhow, in any form, in any fashion, and try to take me for a fool. And I started to feel like I was being clowned. Robert and Nathaniel, you ever feel like somebody clowning you? I don't think anybody on the face of this earth like to feel like they clown or being clowned. I certainly don't like to feel clowned. But I didn't come to talk about that, but it's very funny. As I've gone on air, these people sends me a letter to cease and desist, stating that, well, I mean, everybody just had to say the truth until the day in court. And I don't speak anything on this platform and on this show without having the truth state. And then in your bully letter, you want me. Your man scamming people $100 and something thousand, $200,000, $300,000 and more because people still calling me up to this day. And you refuse. Instead to say, let us try and help these people. You sit down at a group form this week, the woman message you and say, oh my God, this thing getting bad. Look how much people. And forwarded a conversation that was in the group that was recorded via video by one of the victims. She sent it to you and you sent it to the man. But you call me. You call me, What could I do? Mr. Dale, what could I do to pay back? If I could pay back the people money, I could probably do a payment plan and this and that. Come now, man, Maya, let's talk the truth. I wasn't on here, But then when I started to realize that you were lying to me, you were lying to me. You called me on my phone and you lied to me and you told me you have no involvement. But since last year, Odari's mother confirmed when When the neighbor and the JP and whoever else came and they started to think and they started to see and realize that O'Darry was using your name as a lawyer, he was using his mother's name as a supervisor for land, that he didn't even know who the owners was. And instead of you coming and say, let's try to work together to fix this, you lied to me. And I expose you. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't even read the letter because that's why I paused when I start. In the last bottom of it, it says, they want me to pay to the client the sum of $3,500 representing the legal costs associated hereto. They want me to pay $3,500. Yeah, why telling all you live on national TV? I'm not paying it. Let's go to court and let me see who is defaming who. Let's see the defamation now. You know, that's a nice way, you know. Carry me to court. We'll go with O'Darry to one time. Let's see what is the truth and what's not. We're going to pay those bills, and when we come back, I'm in a mood today. The tablets kick in, my throat is hurting, and we're going to get straight to the point. So, call a friend, tell a friend, we're live on Digicel channel 32, Green Dot 26, Airlink 25, B-Mobile 110, Amplia 116. We're live on YouTube, we're live on the Tego app, and of course we're live on Facebook, straight to the point. So we're going to pay those bills and we'll be back. Don't go anywhere. We're live. Let's go, no fluff.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Hello everyone, I'm Kwesi Park. I invite you to join me right here on Real TV for the program Unfiltered Youth. This series will engage a panel of young persons from a very diverse cross-section of our society, talking or discussing the real issues affecting them in their daily lives. So join me right here on Real TV on Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. with repeats on Sundays and Wednesdays.
At Good Price Wholesalers, we're inviting all business owners. Whether you operate a pharmacy, supermarket, mini-mart, variety store, pet shop, hardware, or bookstore, we've got you covered. We offer a wide range of products, including baby and toddler items, confectionery and candy, cosmetics, fans, household supplies, party supplies, pet products, toys, stationery, and electronics. Wide selection, reliable quality, competitive prices. Contact us today at 380-8475, and one of our sales representatives will be happy to visit you. Good Price Wholesalers, your partner in business success.
Broadcast your yagnas, weddings, and Hindu celebrations live on Real TV. Share your special moments with us. Share your devotion with the nation. Call us at 373-8946 or email realtv.corporate@gmail.com to host your celebration today.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential. Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
The bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, no, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush.
We're back on the inside. I don't care about embarrassment. I don't care about who feels and how they feel. If it is that you're taking advantage of people, trust me, I'm coming for you. I mean, I have no money, so I have no money. But I know everything that I say on this program is truthful, is factual, bears merit, and is straight to the point. You want me to lie and tell people? No, I want people to know how far it is and how far you're going. Because, you know, it has some of them women and them like to say, me and the man nothing, me and he, and behind closed doors is love up and everything else. Behind closed doors, you know. And they will say that man is a dog. They'll even go as far to say here, his weapon of choice is too small. Nate, you ever get that one, boy? You ever get, he is an assassin, he is a ninja, but your weapon of choice is too small. Nate only heard yes. But this is what it is. And for the life of me, I don't care what you say. You know what was going on. The young man was messaging you and telling you, I need advice on this, I need advice on that. And while you're doing that, Regina talking to you on the phone and Regina pouring out she heart and soul for months. For months. The young lady reached as far as to say, boy, I ain't had nothing to eat. I get out at 3 different apartments. I reason with you. And you gone up in the man place. And you know where he living. You know people looking for him. And you ain't say nothing. But thank God for straight to the point. Not even thank God for Dale, you know. Thank God for straight to the point. Thank God for Real TV. Thank God for the people who don't like injustice. And when they see, they come and they say something. Because you know what? They prefer to come to a TV show host or a TV program or a journalist or TV station and tell them XYZ is information of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We want justice. Oh, let's see something here, watch. A 2 phone with 4 numbers. I only put out 1 number. And people been calling, they've been messaging. When they're not getting a response, they call in Real TV office. They're messaging the line, they're messaging the live line. A lady called me today and said, I have an emergency. I have an emergency. I need to get in contact. She leave a voicemail. When I called her to find out what was going on, you all will not believe the kind of nonsense and dotishness that is going on here in TNT. But one person at a time, one case at a time, we'll make it happen. One person and one case. And all I'm saying to Maya Douglas, you and O'Dari Joseph or O'Dari Osborne, all you organize and fix the people money now, all you come up with a plan. I ate a big money in the crypto. Organize a plan. You've benefited from movies. I want to go on a little movie date too. AJ Songs, what's up, my brother Ryan? I see you. So, I'm moving. I was never going to come back and talk about this, you know. I wasn't coming to talk about this, you know. But it riled my spirit. Because I cannot understand for the life of me. After you call me 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 in the morning you call me, I'm feeling bad. I don't know what to do. Mr. Dale, how I coming to deal with this? How I dealing with that? And then now, bye. But as I said yesterday, if you play with fire, you're going to get burned. I don't want to see them on the screen. Take them off. Save Trinidad and Tobago. Save them. Save them. I have a person of interest. I've been trying to contact this man. The man responded to me. He responded to me. Let me tell you what time. I sent him a message because he answered the man. He answered the man. Dimitri. What's his name? Dimitri Hobson? Nation, I'm looking for this guy. Dimitri, let us deal with things amicably. I messaged Dimitri at 7:45. I said, good night, Dimitri. He responded, good night. Now, the complainant in question said that they've been trying for the last 2 months to get in contact with him, Mr. Hobson. And Mr. Hobson has refused to answer. Why are we looking for Mr. Hobson? You may ask. Why do we want to get into such contact with Mr. Hobson? Because we need Mr. Hobson to give us an update as to per an agreement as to when he is going to fulfill his obligations to continue to finish payoff for a vehicle that he has damaged. And if you don't believe me, Director, you have the clip there still? Let's play that clip so that the nation will feel, because I don't want nobody to feel like defaming nobody, you know. I'm making sure putting my evidence up and on the thing, because I don't want nobody to say they'll, you see like how, sometime between today and tomorrow, I don't send the people, sometime then, we have to organize. I might have plenty $3,500 to pay, and it's not to pay nobody, you know, it's to get to need to go to court. Because I got, yeah, this is a video here. If you could pull it up a little bit. This is a video here. This video shows exactly what took place. Watch it, eh? Watch my boy. Whadam! Let's see if we can get the number plate. Bam! Come again. A little bit more. If we could catch it, let me see if we can catch it. We organize it. Real TV. What the number plate of the vehicle that hit? Right there. And if we could probably get a little blow up. PDT 1835. So, this young man would have signed a legal document stating that he's going to pay. You can come back to me, you know. You see, the thing about it is, we're not using the video evidence to say he's wrong. Because he already admitted, he signed a document, he said, yes, I go pay. He started making payments. And he stopped. And then calls to his phone, went unanswered. And my thing is, it's okay, you know. It's okay to say, brother, I'm in some hard times. I can't pay right now. Give me a little time. But don't stress me out. Don't stress out the people that I can't find you and have to run you down. That don't make no kind of logical sense. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. So again, if this is your friend, last known address is Messiah Street in Williamsville. If this is your friend, tell them contact us here straight to the point. Let me solve this. Let me don't have it turn out that I pull up by her, like how I pull up by Odari, to find out what's going on, and to organize to get somebody to serve you a summons or because there's a term that we could use for people who when they breach a contract, whatever, you just can't serve them if you can't find them. So I go find you, for them to serve you, and then what will happen after that? Yeah? Come back to me. So, I know some people, they're quaking in the boots, you know. I want to go to a break, but I know there are some people quaking in the boots. I find out all kind of thing, you know. In the last 24 hours, the amount of information that I've had on so many different cases, I literally had to do any, mini, miny, more today. Because it's so much. But let me tell you this, and I want to tell you this before I go to the break. I want to come in real close and tell you this. Watch me in my face. Anybody that tries to deceive me, I am telling you this, so help me God and yourself, I will find out. I always do. And I'll expose you. So if all you're doing things for reward money, if all you're doing things just for reward money and all you're paying up a man and all you know all you was involved, trust me, it now starts. As I keep saying, if you play with fire, you're going to get burned. You're going to pay some bills and we'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Hello, everyone. I am the Reverend Clifford Rawlins, minister of the Diego Martin United Church and a published author. I am inviting you to join me on Real TV for Honest to God, where we are honest with what Scripture is and says and addressing topical issues in Christianity in a postmodern context and post-colonial Caribbean landscape. Provocative, controversial, stimulating, and above all, openly honest. Every Tuesday at 2 to 3 p.m. right here on Real TV.
Honest to God, I'm coming clean. Honest to God.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance, is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
I am Walter Stewart, President of the Trinidad and Tobago National Council of Parent-Teacher Associations Incorporated. Join us every Thursday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Real TV, where we look at NPTA Speaks, National Parent-Teacher Association Speaks, on topical and relevant issues pertaining to parents, teachers, education, and students of Trinidad and Tobago. This, of course, encapsulates local, regional, and international audiences every Thursday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Real TV, NPTA Speaks.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From you to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
Play with fire, and you will get burned. Play with fire and you'll get burned. Well, let me say that together now. Play with fire and you will get burned. It's real simple. Heat in the place. Heat in the place. I want to play the video. You know which video I want to play? Play the video with the place burning down for me. I want to watch this. Share the live, you know. I want to watch this. Play this video with the place burning down. Eh? So, a time back, earlier on in this year, I passed on the avenue and I was making my way up to Brooklyn Bar. And when I passed in there, one of my favorite places to go, well, it would have been was off the avenue. I used to like to go by my boy down in the back, eat a little corn and pigtail, eat some oxtail, it's 511 roast or something like that, and then it had a couple places in there where I used to enjoy. I used to enjoy to the max. I was on a sabbatical from the social media. I was on a sabbatical from radio, from being out here, talking. All of this, I was on a sabbatical. I stay away. I wanted to stay far. And when I asked a colleague, I said, what went on here? Or they closed down the place, what they doing? And they said, boy, somebody firebombed the place. And, well, they closed down everything one time. My audio still coming through? Nice. You had to tell me, you know, you had to tell me. So I'm going to have to shut up after. Play it again. So this is, you could blow it up, you know. I know it's a portrait video from my phone, but we could pull it to see the main and come down a little bit. Nice. I like my technical team. This is a beautiful off the avenue. Off the avenue was firebombed. Off the avenue would have been firebombed. Now, this is somebody that I like you. This is some of the damages of off the avenue. What would have taken place which caused mass destruction? It caused pain. It caused a lot. Come back to me. The common denominator in that video is what, Mr. Director? What you seen in that video, that popping at your eye, everything burned down, but you're able to visually see something there. You have a person of interest that I'm looking for. I would like to have a conversation with. And this one a little close to my heart, you know. You know why it's close to my heart? Director sending you two things in the WhatsApp. You know why it's close to my heart? Because when I was on radio, this business in this business, I would have gone on the radio and say, oh yeah, this is the best of the best of the best. No, it's not. The food was real good, you know. Director, if I could pull back that clip to show you, the food, it looked good, it tastes good, it was immaculate, to say the least. Put up the notice. And I just want to make clear before we think that the views of shit. No. Take down that. No. I now tell you, I send you something on the WhatsApp. Let's don't make those mistakes. I done 3,500 broke already. You don't make me 3,500 more now. Right? The views of Straight to the Point is in no way the views of the ZM Network, Real TV TT, and all of its affiliates. You're able to get it now? Let's put up that. We're rushing the brush here. We have to ease it in because we're going to somewhere. So, your boy perusing because people started to come to me to tell me, Dale, come to me before we think there. Come back to me. Dale, there's a gentleman that is owing me money and I'm trying to recover my money and I don't know what to do. And guess what? He is law enforcement. He's a police. He's a police. So I don't know how to angle it because it's bully thing now. And then he's telling us he have a situation and FIU thing his account and he waiting for FIU and FIU and FIU and FIU and FIU and FIU. The more I hear it, the more I feel like it's just cussing me. Let's read together. Effective immediately, I am publicly confirming that Keston John. I am publicly confirming that Keston John is no longer associated with the business in any form. The business has been permanently closed. Director, let me zoom in a little bit now. We have some people who just wear glasses and things. So they might be able to see on the television screen just like that. Pull a little bit more. And you just scroll with me when I scroll. When I read you, you move just like that. Yeah? Nice. So during the course of operations, I became aware of serious unauthorized activities, financial irregularities, and actions taken by Keston John without my knowledge, consent, or approval. These actions have caused harm to clients, suppliers, and to me personally. I want to be absolutely clear. I do not stand behind, support, or take responsibility for any transactions, promises, or financial dealings made by Keston John. If you believe you were affected by any interactions with Keston John connected to the business, I strongly encourage you to contact the appropriate authorities and file a formal report. I am fully cooperating with all inquiries and will continue to do so. This has been an extremely difficult and painful situation, but transparency matters. Protecting the community matters. And I refuse to allow my name or integrity to be tied to actions I did not commit and do not condone. This has been an extremely difficult and painful situation, but transparency matters. Protecting the community matters. And I refuse to allow my name or integrity to be tied to actions I did not commit and do not condone. Thank you to everyone who has supported me through this process. Regards. Come back to me. Which would be the business partner. Various persons have come forward stating that they would have put money towards investments into the business to buy a new food truck, new location, with interest on the repayments, money to clear containers, and so on and so on and so on. I'm now getting into it. Checks would have been issued knowing fully well that there are no money in the bank account. We can pay. We'll pay some bills and we get back into it when we come. Because that's not the only case I deal with again today. But when we come back, we'll come back with some more. Don't go anywhere. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Straight to the point. We're live. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
At Good Price Wholesalers, we're inviting all business owners. Whether you operate a pharmacy, supermarket, mini mart, variety store, pet shop, hardware, or bookstore, we've got you covered. We offer a wide range of products, including baby and toddler items, confectionery and candy, cosmetics, fans, household supplies, party supplies, pet products, toys, stationery, and electronics. Wide selection, reliable quality, competitive prices. Contact us today at 380-8475, and one of our sales representatives will be happy to visit you. Good Price Wholesalers, your partner in business success.
I am Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, inviting you to join me for the rebirth of Apne Sitare, Our Stars, a vibrant and spectacular show celebrating the incredible local talents of the sons and daughters of Trinidad and Tobago. Experience the beauty of our culture through singing, dancing, and musical performances as we keep the arts alive and shining bright. Tune in right here on Real TV every Sunday from 1 p.m. for Apne Sitare, Our Stars. See you there.
Hey, I'm Enrique.
And I am Alicia.
And this is Voices of the People,
where Trinbago speaks.
Join us every Monday and Friday
from 2 to 3 p.m.
on Real TV,
where we give you, the people,
a voice.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential. Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
Let's put up the picture of my friend from John Gira. Well, he was formerly John Gira. He's no longer John Gira, but took money with John Gira. You tell me what's up to him? He's really nice looking man there. All right, pause. Director, eye open big. Zoom up now, we give him half body, you want to see the legs and all of that. So if you know this gentleman, you're a person of interest, and I want to get in contact with him as well. He's a police officer, and you win a lot of people money. He's owing a lot of people money, promising to pay. Some of the excuses is FIU. You're counting FIU. And as soon as, well, if you're lying, well, if you're lying, all right. Yes, no. I need something to induct. I need something to induct the bounce check. I don't want to put the name of the. So I'm sending you some stuff here, director. I tell you, Paul, you're under some pressure today, you know. I pay you under some pressure today. Yes, no. I'm sending you one because I have our next thing to deal with. I'm sending you one. I sent in here, there's a conversation where it is that he said he's waiting on FIU to clear and persons would have contacted as close as the 4th of May, 2026. And one of the victims said, he's a police. They ain't gonna do nothing. You got the pictures, director? You're sleeping on me. So, let's work fast. I want to get out of this. I want to go into something else. So, if you know this gentleman, wait, you get the picture? Let me go. Nice. So this is one. He gave us a check that bounced. You get the picture of the check? Come back to me while you get the picture of the check. Write a check for $4,000. I sent it on your WhatsApp. Them fingers work faster. Sent a check. The check in the amount of $4,000. The check bounced like a ball. Right? He would have been the person signing the check. So his signature is there. We've seen his signature. I inducted the person's name for obvious reasons. $4,000. Check bounced like a ball. Why are why are they doing this? But somebody tell him to get in contact with me now. I was told that my boy Kevon X pay him up as well for owing money. And apparently, like when he pay him up, he get him money. So I know where is what take place. Right? Play the last screenshot that I sent for you. It have a screenshot that I sent here, which is to prove this is a message coming from him. Yeah, so there's a video here with Kevon paying him up. But put up the screenshot with the one. Right, so this is coming from his chat. So he messaged a person. The person says, hey, good day, my friend contact me, and he told me that you bought another $2,000 from him on Sunday. So altogether it's $5,000, and he have to pay his rent and car notes today. It's Thursday, and you told him that he was going to get the money back yesterday or today. So what's going on with the money? His response: yes, I'm waiting for FIU to release the money to the bank, and they will send it to my account. But he will be getting it. I will sort him out. Good, no worries about that. Come back to me. FIU? FIU? He working at FIU? It's his salary you're talking about. That'll be his salary you're talking about. FIU, you know? FIU, you know? What's his name? Keston. Keston is a person of interest. Keston is somebody that I want to talk to. Keston John. The man they call John Gira. And he to get in contact with me. Let me find out what's going on now, brother. Let me find out what's going on. Let me find out what's going on now. Let me fix it. I just always say we could fix it. We could fix it. I don't like them others who they say they could fix it and they don't fix it. We go fix it. And bet your bottom dollar believe, and I keep saying this, nobody is coming to this platform and having to pay us $1,500, $2,500, $500, not even 10 cents they are paying us. Because the voiceless needs a voice. The voiceless is, they've been muting and mumming them. There are people that putting out things on the media and say, this happened to me, that happened to me, and it's not highlighted. And it's just pushed to the wayside. So many people are being scammed and tricked. Let's use tricked. Scam is a harsh word. And a lot of lawyers like to dabble in the word. As they say scam, they like to dabble in it. And because they ain't paying me to do this, people are not putting money in our pocket to run this on the show, we have to be extra careful. Because my director can't give me $3,500. He wouldn't even do it. He quicker get his wife. And even she mightn't get it. She might get a Panadol and a Tylenol and a little reduxant. Yeah? 35, 45, 5,000 some men paid. High information, you know. Plenty information, you know. But I want to deal with it because I have certain things that have been brought to my desk and I have to deal with it in a manner. We're going to pay some bills. When we come back, we're coming back with some more. Don't go anywhere, keep it locked. This is Straight to the Point, the Daily Voice.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us. Hi, I'm Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
My mom has everything. What do I give her?
This May, give her something meaningful. Celebrate every moment with Elegant Accents. In honor of all mothers, we're offering an exclusive 50% off gold and platinum plated jewelry, the perfect way to show love, appreciation, and timeless elegance. Discover so much more in store: fragrances, watches, handbags, home decor, gift items, and more. Visit us at Elegant Accents, 339 Eastern Main Road, El Dorado, 6 buildings east of Cora Junction on the left, or WhatsApp 719-3894. Make her feel cherished because she deserves nothing less.
Ladies and gentlemen, young people, senior citizens, it is my pleasure and privilege to invite you to look at the program Inspired on Real TV at 2 p.m. every Wednesday afternoon. Inspired is designed to lift your spirits, to help you overcome depression and failure, so you could be an outstanding, extraordinary success. We have special experts every Wednesday who will inspire you to do better, to be your best self. So may God bless you. And remember, every Wednesday at 2 p.m., please look out for the program Inspire.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential. Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
We're back on the inside. I want to say good afternoon and welcome to all of you all that is here with us live on Real TV. This is straight to the point. I'm now sending one of my attorneys some instructions. I want to tell all you something, you know. You all need to understand that while we would want to better ourselves in this country, we want to better ourselves, you know, we want to own things and, you know, who wouldn't want to own something? We want to own a house, we want to own our own cars. We want to own everything. Good afternoon to you, Malan Bernard, Nisha, Babulal, Rashid, Mohammed. What's going on, brother? Good afternoon to you. Zach Z, Virgo Queen. Good afternoon to you as well. Betty, good afternoon to you. We all want to own something in this life. But here what I'm telling all you. You know, when you check something and you get a big deal, and you call your partner, boy, I now got a real best deal here, boy. I got a real best deal here. I'm going in on it, you know. Let me 1,000. This is the deal. It's a fake, it is. Remember that. I can show all here. People is trying to scam me every day. You know, I got a message, an iMessage on my phone. Somebody sending me an iMessage telling me I have a traffic ticket to pay. Right? It sent me an iMessage and say I have a traffic ticket to pay. And I should pay it now before the police come for me. And send a link. And when I follow through with it, it's telling me I have to do a online bank transfer, or it have a next link where I could use a credit card. And when you check the account number, it's not a ministry account. It's somebody's personal account. Isn't it? All you stop running in with these scams and them, these little scammers and them don't care about nobody and nothing. They are going to trick you anyhow, any form, any fashion. I ain't like today is that day I feel like I go and watch a little movie, you know. Watch a little movie and relax myself, eat something nice, drink something nice. I know where I could go and get that. But I have no money. I had to look. I have no money. I look for a little 3,500 to pay my lawyer. But we keep falling for these scams. These too good to be true scams. Persons running into 10,000 deposit, $1,000 pay. But if I tell all you, if all you thought Odari was bad, it has somebody worse than he. Hey, this one, they're using HDC letterhead, Papa. I open my jacket for that one. HDC letterheads, these people are never using it, nation. HDC letterheads they are using. And they are sending people to Republic Bank. They are sending people to Republic Bank to deposit money. As I see Shannon, I have some money there for my bodyguard, you know. I go sort you out, saying go call straight to the point and tell them, they'll owe in here. Robert, you know, it's a man to send an email or WhatsApp to the straight to the point team and say, he calling to say, they'll the voice owing him. We got right? Nice. Well, I'm called to say, hey, You know, somebody contacted me to tell me a certain person in a certain gospel station owing them money, scam them out of money. He scam one of my partners and all, DJ Ty. But waiting, I tell you, I can't deal with everybody and everything one time. When I tell you information. Just now I'm ready to, I feel when I leave here, I'm going to enroll with them police and them to go and handle our next scene. And depending on how this scene go, I'll bring it to you all tomorrow. But I want to pull up I really want to pull up the HGC scene. But before I pull up the HGC scene, I want to send, director, here what I want to do. Here what I want to do. I send you this number. Let's call that person on the Real TV phone. WhatsApp. I want them to tell me this whole scenario with the HGC situation. It's more than one person. Eh? This person called me, they send the messages, and then somebody else send messages to me same timing as well. Come on, answer your phone now, lover. It ringing or it calling? Ringing. Answer your phone. I tell you I was going to call. Now, many persons have come to me, and that's why I decided to deal with the HGC thing, because many persons started to send me receipts and information in regards to HGC. And if you're watching this show, you could also call us. The lines are open right through 744-7325. 744-7325 is the numbers to call in regards or in retrospect. So you could call in online and call us on WhatsApp. You could call us direct call and tell us your scenario, tell me your scoops. And I really want to get this because there's so many people. Let's try to put up some of the HGC documents. Hi, good day. This is Dale. Hi, you hear me?
Yes, I am.
Right. So this is Dale. Just explain to me how you're kind of getting involved in this HGC thing.
It was via Facebook, a Facebook post of an open viewing around my own home in the Malabar area. I messaged the person who posted it.
Right.
And they asked me if I went the viewing. So I told them I was unable to go because when I saw it, it was on such short notice.
Right.
So they told me that an agent will contact me. The next day, I was contacted via WhatsApp by someone who identified themselves as a Miss Campbell. Not Miss Campbell, sorry, Miss Williams. And she asked if I had an HGC application on the inside. I said yes. So she told me to send her the reference number, which I did.
Right.
And then she said she will pass me on to she'll pass my contact on to the area manager, Mr. Campbell. So Mr. Campbell contacted me and he explained to me $12,000 down payment, monthly rent at $2,100. I said no problem.
So wait, so he's telling you had to make a down payment of how much?
$12,000.
So you had to make
he said the houses are valued.
Right.
He said the houses are valued $400,000, and the down payment is $12,000 to secure it, and the monthly installment is $2,100 a month.
Right.
So I said no problem.
So you paid the $12,000.
Yes, I went into Republic Bank and I deposited.
What was the account information? So the account that you went into Republic Bank to pay, was it an HGC account? What was it?
Okay, so there was the account number, then a name that he sent, Anna Francois, and then next to it had HDC, Kasha, and I think a number 187 or something like that.
So you gave the teller all of that?
No, I just pulled out the slip and I put the account number, the name. The teller didn't even ask any questions. They accepted the money.
So the teller asked you if it is like, what was the purpose for the...
No. I just said I came to deposit some funds. The teller was like, okay, fill out the slip. I filled out the slip. They took the money, checked it, stamped, gave me my slip, and I left.
Jesus. Okay, so when you did the payment now, what happened next?
Mr. Campbell, I contacted Mr. Campbell and I told him, I said, I made the deposit. He said, sign behind the slip, the bank slip, and send him a photograph, which I did. That day in question, he also told me to come to HTC. So I went to HTC, and then he messaged and said, okay, well, he's in a meeting. But he said an additional $5,200 was needed as to the legal fees to organize WASA and Tiantec. So at the point in time, I had the money. I went, I made the payment as well, and then same procedure, deposit the money into that same account, and sign the bill, sign the receipt, and send him a photograph. So he told me that within a couple of days, he sent me the location. I went up to the Malabar area. I saw the houses. Everything they gave me were in detail. The information that they gave were credible information, because they actually were telling me how much applications I had on the inside the year that I did the application. So, me thinking, okay, well, yeah. When I went up, they were actually telling me like how much units it have, because it only have 11 units erected. They told me to choose out whichever one I want. They said that Tiantec was supposed to come over the weekend to do the installation of the electricity. I said, no problem. They told me within about 2 weeks. When I contacted in about 2 weeks, they said, well, Malabar will take longer than usual. They said, Valsine area. We have houses already completed, electricity, everything just to visit. They say, but Valsine houses are way bigger, $25,000 down payment. I said, okay. Because me, in desperation, looking for houses, for a house for my children, I decided to go along with it. So they said, well, make up it $25,000. I transferred $5,000 online to a deal Chino account via Scotiabank. And then he told me that I had additional, he said, because it was coming down to the end of the year, but because this happened last year, October, he said, because it's coming down to the end of the year, I have to pay first and last installment. And my next installment will be due in March this year. I said, okay. He said $3,600. I did an online transfer to another account, the FCB account, $1,600. And then I went and I deposited the balance, which was $2,000 in Valsine Republic Bank. When I inquired about the house, he actually sent me to Valsine to view the house. Now, I saw houses, I saw the units constructed and everything. As I said, all the information they gave me credible. Then that said, a female called me from a cell number, given her name as Annalise. She said, I'm calling on behalf of HGC. She said, there are 2 vouchers in HGC to collect. You can come in and collect it. I said, okay, no problem. So happened that the day that she said, I couldn't go. When I messaged Mr. Campbell and I was asking for an update in relation to the housing, he said, so what happened? You cannot wait? I said, no. I said, because you gave me a stipulated time. I said, and that time has passed. He said, well, do you want a refund? I said, yes, I want a refund. He said, okay, well, I have to put in some documents and within 21 working days. I said, okay, no problem. 21 days passed. When I contacted him, he blocked me. I reached back out to the same Miss Jackson contact number. And I said, well, Mr. Campbell blocked me, so what is going on with my refund? She said, okay, well, let me put you on to somebody else. He's actually in charge of Mr. Campbell. person goes by the name, or I should say went by the name of Mr. Dale Diaz. He communicated, he was nice and telling me about my account and how much money, he saw the money going in. Then it was, some of it was withdrawn, and all he could account for at the moment was $11,000. I said, okay. I said, I paid my money, I have all my receipts. I said, so you communicate with Mr. Campbell to inquire where the money went. He said, all right, well, I tried my best to see how I could assist you. Sometime before Christmas, he contacted me and told me, he said, well, go up to the Malabar area and meet a Mr. Khan. He will give you a key for Unit 10. I said, okay, no problem. He said, go quickly, because he has to go to the South Branch. When I reached up, I did not meet anyone. So I contacted him. I said, Mr. Khan is not here now. He said, well, look, he must leave the key somewhere for you. So said, so done. A key was hanging on the door. I opened the door, I went inside. The house is somewhat incomplete, apart from electricity. It has no tiling, anything on the ground, but 3-bedroom, kitchen, open concept kitchen and living room, toilet and bath. And well, it has the wash area on the outside. It's a flat. So I contacted him and I told him, I said, well, I got the key. He said, okay, no problem. About 2 or 3 days after, he messaged me. He said, we have 1 unit in Malabar again to sell. You know anybody interested? I said, no, not offhand. So I thinking, okay, well, yeah, I got my key, legit. He actually, that was over the weekend, so he actually told me that Monday I was supposed to go into HEC to get my package. So I called around and I spoke to someone I worked with, and he said, yeah, well, I know somebody. He said she has an application inside and she was approved of it and everything, interviewed. She was just never allocated a house. Now, I do not know the individual. She and I never spoke anything. So I gave Mr. Diaz her number, and he was the one liaising with her in relation to down payment and everything. They communicated, I believe she did her $12,000 down payment. Mr. Diaz communicated with me and he said, well, give her your key and you will get the key for Unit 4 when you come in HDC on Monday. I said, okay, no problem. She came home by me in front of my house, collected the key in an envelope. And apparently, like sometime after, they were trying to get more money from her. And that's when it clicked to her. And she started to make calls and stuff. And apparently, a whole big bacchanal blew up. And she subsequently was blocked as well. I was blocked. Then she was of the opinion that I was part of the scheme. Well, the scam, and she started to call my phone, send threatening messages. And then I called her and I explained to her. I said, I was waiting just like you. I said, I got a key and I was told to hand over the key to you, but she didn't want to hear that. She said all she was concerned was about was at $12,000 and she wanted it back. I said, okay, no problem. And since that, well, that number I had fell in water. And sometime earlier on this year now, I saw another post, a similar post, rent-to-own homes for sale in Malabar, Cuba, and San Fernando. I went on. Same procedure, I messaged. I said I was interested. The person said, okay, I will pass your contact on to the agent. Only to realize, bam, it was the same person, the same so-called Miss Williams.
So you recognize
going
the
by
voice?
the name Miss K. No, I recognize the contact number.
Right.
Because it was still stored on my phone. Only to realize that it was the Miss Williams going by a different name, Miss K. Jackson. And then I observed a post posting up her number and Mr. Diaz's number that they are scammers and they took their money and whatever. So I commented, when I couldn't take it with her and her nonsense because she was asking, when I asked her, I said, so we are going to make the payment, the down payment, the $12,000. She said, in HDC office. I said, okay. She said, but forget about the down payment. Now it's about getting your name on a list. I said, okay, no problem. And I just couldn't go along with the conversation. And I told her, I said, You all feel that because all they take my $29,400, that all they get away with it. I say, but trust and believe it had done. I say, that's why crime could never done. I say, it could never done. And when I sent her that message, she blocked me.
But I'm just trying to formulate, because you would have actually gotten a key to the house, or that was just to go and view?
No, I got a key. They left the key. The key was supposed to be my key.
But you ever dealt with anybody physically, like seen anybody face to face?
No, I have never seen anybody physically. Never. All I was told when I got the key, when the key was on the door, is that I was supposed to go to HEC the Monday to collect my package. They said, when you go, tell them that you came to Miss Williams. So I said, no problem. The Monday, indeed, I did go to HEC. I sat down there. The person was communicating with me via WhatsApp. They said they were dealing with someone at the moment and they would come to me shortly. When I realized, I sat down waiting. Nobody came. So I went to the receptionist and I inquired. And he watched me and he laughed. He said, ma'am, I'm sorry to tell you, you are about the 6th person coming in here for the week. He said, well, since last week we have been getting reports. He said, and there's not a, when I showed him the picture and stuff, he said, that is not even Miss Williams. And he advised me to go to fraud squad. When I went to fraud squad, well, that was another story by itself. The officer and all watched me and laughed. Told me I had to come back and to do my statement. He said, do your statement and come back.
So that's where you went? Where you went?
Fraud squad in Portersville.
So they laugh until you?
Yeah, the officer laughed. He told me that I had to come back to make the report. And he said, when I am coming back to work with my statement, prepare my statement and work with him.
So you had to write your own statement and come to fraud squad?
Yes.
Print it and write it?
He said they would adjust it. No, he meant put it on a flash drive. He said, and they would adjust it, the suit edit it, while I am making the official report. But I did a report online since when it happened. Before I even got the key, I did a report online via the TTPS portal. And I never got a response up to this day from anybody.
You ever went into HEC? You ever went into HEC?
Yes, I went into HEC the Monday. I even showed them the so-called receipt I got via email and the contract.
So the receipt would have been fraudulent?
Well, that is what they said. The person was like, how you get this? I said, via email. They said, well, any official receipt from here actually does be stamped. I said, okay. And then they said, well, we cannot do nothing here as long as no money was paid in this building. We cannot do nothing. You have to go to fraud squad and make a report.
What the hell? And from since then, you tried to contact the persons and you would have gotten contact with?
Yeah, they would. They blocked me. They blocked me, well, as of this year. Because even when I messaged the Miss K. Williams, Miss K. Jackson, who at the time when she dealt with me was Miss Williams, she blocked me and she informed everybody else to block. Because I even messaged Mr. Dale as a one-tick and the Avion Burnett person who actually did the initial post on Facebook, she blocked me as well on Facebook.
So it could be said that the alleged persons or persons that are involved, these persons working in HEC or have somebody in HEC, because if they're able to pull up your account information, they're able to put up your hand.
Information, yes.
You were the person that is a joint. You're not the person with the joint. Or a joint application.
No, my application was not joint.
I have other persons with the same HEC scam. With the exact same thing.
Yes, because I am actually in a WhatsApp group. When they did the post in sometime in, I believe, a couple months ago, and they started to post, other persons on Facebook started to post that these numbers are scammers. One of the females actually reached out to me, and I explained my story to her, and she gave a similar account. She actually has voice note recording and stuff that she saved on her phone, and they are from South. Two females, actually.
The two females that were scammed, or the two females that involved?
The two females that were scammed, yes. The two females that were scammed, they are from South.
You let them get in contact
We
with
have-
me as well, because I had to go through this thing with a
Yes,
fine
because I actually sent the link. Somebody sent me the link of the story with Odari and asked me if that is the same person. I said no.
There's a whole...
So I actually sent it. Yeah, I sent it in the WhatsApp chat that we in, and when they viewed it, I think she said that she reached out to you yesterday. She messaged hi or something like that.
A couple persons reached out to me in regards to this
All right.
HGC scam, and
Well, I'll inform
these people
them.
and them bold face,
Yes, and it is continuing.
because I'm seeing I
Although-
have
because
information.
they actually made their reports. The
And-
fraud squad in South, and fraud squad told them that they don't investigate anything under $50,000.
You hear
That they
that?
have to go to CID.
Fraud squad say that they're not investigating anything under 50,000.
They have to go to CID. That is what they were told. And every time, apparently, they did make the report to CID, and every time they call in to get an update, or every time they go in, the officer is never there. So nobody actually didn't or taking the matter seriously. They're just looking at it as, oh, yeah, all your real duty should just give people all their money and count all your losses.
But when you saw it, I just want to get the whole aspect of it. When you saw what was taking place, how you felt? You felt that, hey, you're finally getting through with something. What was in the back of your mind when you was working to get
Yes,
this?
I said yes, because as I say, the information given was credible. So I was thinking, okay, yeah, finally, because my application was, well, actually, it's more
But
than
that was the
15 years
selling
ago.
point, because they were giving, you just gave them, what you gave them? What was the information you gave them?
I gave them my reference number. Then after they told me a job letter, ID card. And they also made me go and swear affidavits that I have no property and thing on my name.
Is this information
went by-
accessible online by chance? When they
What information is
when they
that?
provide your reference number thing, is it that they could pull up that online freely?
Only if they have your login information for the HEC
But they
portal.
didn't have that.
No, they did not have that. The only thing I gave them was my HEC reference number. And it's actually 3 applications I have with HEC on the inside. Because I also have for land,
And
I
you
have
did
for
not-
new
you-
home, and I have for rent to own.
And you didn't notify them about any of that. They told you about it.
No. Yes, they told me.
All right. I will have a conversation with you later on. I will get the information. We will get to the bottom of it. Don't worry.
Okay, no problem.
All right? Thanks for taking the call.
Okay.
What the actual... We're going to pay some bills. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Real TV, where we keep it real all day, every day. If you're loving the entertainment, the news, and all the content we bring, then don't just watch, be part of the movement. Follow us on every platform you use: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. Share this with your family and friends, your group chat. Let them know Real TV is the new wave. Real TV news, entertainment, information, bringing reality to you.
Hello everyone, I'm Kwesi Park. I invite you to join me right here on Real TV for the program Unfiltered Youth. This series will engage a panel of young persons from a very diverse cross-section of our society, talking or discussing the real issues affecting them in their daily lives. So join me right here on Real TV on Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. which repeats on Sundays and Wednesdays.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
I don't know, you know, Ole. I just only put on the jacket to hide my tatats, you know, but other than that, I feeling so, I don't know what to feel. I really don't know what to feel. Because you all heard that, right? This young lady is telling us I said the number. Good, but how we doing? Hey, let's save it. Check this one here. I feel like, you know what I feel? I feel like this wasn't justice. We had to, I feel like today, this evening, when our show finished, I'm going to call some of these people and see if we could go and meet them and sit down and record what it is went on. Interview them. I know who want to roll with me, but we go organize that and sit down and get it so that we could play it properly so people could see, because people are being hurt out here. And worse yet, no, I mean, when you think about it now, like I remember when I get scammed, and I think about it now, I just feel real dotation. In the time of, it was nice, opportunity, yes, boy, Lord, because remember you're praying to, you know, most of the people who get scammed, we praying for better. We say, oh God, Jesus, Lord, Father, I can't see my way. I need to see my way. We praying for better days. Praying for things to get better. And somehow, like the devil just hear the prayer, and then they say, here what's going on? Here what's going on? I'm going to send a scammer. I'm going to send a scammer.
Mobile voice messaging center.
They're going straight to voicemail. We might have to call WhatsApp. We might have to get a WhatsApp call. Let me see. Let me tell you something. These people and them going and start to try to make me a moving target, you know, because I am ruffling a lot of feathers with this little show. We're ruffling a lot of feathers. We're getting a lot of people vexed. And I don't care who you are, where you sit in society, what you're doing for a living. If you're doing shippiness, we come in. If you're doing shippiness, we come in. It's simple. And I always say this, before you reach here, there is always an opportunity. So even if I come and I pay up, I could come back and say, boy, you know, I talked to the gentleman, I talked to the lady, and they want to make things right, and we go from there. But I like Maya. Maya hurted me, you know. You know why Maya hurted me? Maya hurted me because Maya called me Sunday and Maya confessing, and Maya so distorted. But Maya ain't really distorted, you know. Maya pulling at every last straw. We can call her. Calling. No ring. I'm going to call our next number. Let me call the number on my phone. I'll call in our next number. Straight to voicemail. It had to be somebody in HGC. It had to be somebody in HGC, you know. Let me see. I call my loudmouth minister in the housing department. What your name is? As these fellas get in office, they stop take on people. You know, all the time they was taking more before elections. Parliament going on now? Is that Parliament now? Well, you see me calling him and he declined my call. All them ministers and them before election, when I call them, they're answering the phone. All of them. But like apparently it's only the opposition that's answering me now. When they was in opposition, they was answering me. Now they're in government, they answer me and like the opposition taking me on. And I don't know. But this is crazy. I just tried to call the minister. Parliament going on? All right, yeah, excuse. Parliament going on. I will forward all the, I was not going to light them up further. But I'll take it back. I stand corrected. Let me send it for him today and let me see if it is. He would launch an investigation. If not, we'll go down the road. But that's what it's supposed to be, you know. We're supposed to be able to contact ministers and say, hey, we are working for the people and we have direct links to you all because you all are part of the government. We have connects and we have closer connects to you all than the members of the public. And this is why we amplify the voiceless. We help the voiceless. And give them a voice. And for those of you all that have been caught up in any kind of related scam or whatever the case may be, you could send your information 2644762. You could send your information there, 2644762. Send us a WhatsApp with all your information. I have people who send in me thing and they have no evidence. They know nothing. I tell a man send me the information, the man send me a whole text document with not one receipt in it and want me to do what? I can't waste my resources behind that. Because when it is we don't do the fact checks and we don't have the proper documentation, what tends to happen is that they want to carry and send me pre-action protocol letter. And every time you have to respond to a pre-action protocol, it's about 1,500. I don't know if our attorney want to come and work with us on the show, no problem. I'll be well open to it. We're going to pay some bills and when we come back, we're coming back with more, you know. This is straight to the point. Don't go anywhere.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Are you looking for the right space for your business? Fred's Plaza has the space you need. We offer professional rental spaces designed for growing businesses. Conveniently located in San Juan on the Eastern Main Road, opposite the PTSC terminal and between Royal Castle and Mario's. Easy access, high visibility. For inquiries, call or WhatsApp 868-384-7142 today, or visit Level 3 Fred's Plaza for details.
Planning a concert, conference, wedding, or cultural celebration? Let Real TV broadcast your event to the world. From live streaming and on-air coverage to global reach across TV and online platforms, we make sure your big moments are seen and heard everywhere. We offer professional production, worldwide exposure, and an unforgettable impact. Don't just host your event. Let us share it with the world. Contact Real TV today, where your story becomes everyone's experience.
Call us today at 2926470 or WhatsApp us at 3847142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
Need a space to record your podcast, interview, or video content? Our fully equipped studio is available for rental, perfect for productions of all kinds. Enjoy a professional studio setting, quality lighting, and a comfortable environment designed for smooth, high-quality productions. Call or WhatsApp today to book your studio time.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential. Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
We're back on the inside. Good afternoon to all of you all that are watching us. Whether you're watching us on Facebook, you're watching us on TikTok, you're watching us on YouTube, you're watching us on cable TV, you're watching us on the Tego app, or you're watching us live here in the studio right now. Good afternoon and welcome to all of you all on the inside. Before getting into this HGC thing, I want to tell you all something. Over the past couple years, this has always been my passion in terms of always wanting to help persons. I want to be very honest with you. And the individual that say, oh God, stop snorting or whatever, I have bad sinus. You prefer me dead or you prefer me help people? But for those who know Dale the voice from since however long, from on radio, from whatever, You know, it's not me. It's a God-given talent. I had to give God credit for that. Where I'm always able and always been blessed to be able to be noise in the, not even a noise, a voice in the wilderness. I've always been able to be loud for the right things. When it comes to, for me personally, I don't get through. And I've dealt with matters publicly for years. I now come on the scene. I have cases that I've dealt with over the years. Kevin Lachman Singh. He was arrested and charged in Canada for fraud. Guess who? Daily Voice. Defrauded people are US, millions of dollars, US dollars. Don't quote me on that. But a lot of USD, he had a USD ring, fetch couriers and all these different things. Arrested and charged. He thought he'd leave the country and go Canada and hide, and nobody ain't go catch him. He was caught. There were some young ladies that left Trinidad and Tobago and went to another country to go and do dancing. They were working at Morris Street. And then they started to get extorted over there because they thought they was going to make plenty money in US out there. Guess what? When the water was more than flour, they call. Who they call? Dale. And there have been so many cases that I've dealt with publicly and privately, because I believe that there are some things that just should not be on the media. And I be responsible by dealing with them accordingly. And today I had a discussion. And when I started to look at the amount of information, I'm literally telling you the amount of information that I have received in the past 36 hours. In fact, let me keep 24. In fact, 12 or 13. We didn't reach 24 yet. The amount of information that I've received, I started to think to myself, Dale, what are you getting yourself in? I literally had a reality check. Is this what you want to do? You sure? Because it means that you have to do this without fear or favor. It means that if my partner name call in the Scudoops, I have to Scudoops him too. It means as well that I will not be able to walk down Frederick Street anymore. I will not be able to walk downtown anymore free. Because there are going to be people and persons that don't want me to do what I'm doing here. And I started to study. Is my life worth it? Should I put myself in a position? And I said, you know what? I started to think about it. I didn't get frightened, you know. Because in this life, one thing that is sure is death. How you die, the master knows how you're going to die. But I'm saying this, and I'm saying this for my friends, my family, for those of you all that are concerned. After careful thought, and I'm saying this is not the first lanyard, the second or the third, and it keep coming back over and over. So guess what? Probably I had to, probably Daisy calling or part of it. So I'm saying this. I'm going to continue doing what I have to do as best of my ability. And I will build a team that will not only be able to investigate, because this is not just about bringing the drama on TV, you know. and yapping for 2 hours or posting videos. This is about us helping vulnerable people in our communities. Helping people get justice. Educating people. And making Trinidad and Tobago a better place. Because it's not just the police we have to depend on. It's not just the ministers we have to depend on. We need everybody, all hands on deck, to make Trinidad and Tobago a better place. And that's what we will do, right here. One case at a time, one story at a time. And I want to say thank you for those of you all that have started this journey with us and will continue to move with us. And to them dirty, nasty, stink, wicked, out of timing. What else I call them again? People that want to take advantage of persons and their vulnerability. Big word. All I have to tell you is this. If you play with fire, you're going to get burnt. And once you want to skudoops the thing, we go skudoops you. Yeah? And in this life, I want to say this before I just rewind and come down to a close because we're almost there. We have 3 minutes. In this life, we all have chances. And we've all been given chances. We all make mistakes. And nothing is wrong in making a mistake in this life, you know. Nothing is wrong in putting your pride aside and apologizing and saying, you know what, I was wrong, I made a mistake, I'm sorry. How can we fix it? But we must never live in our lies. We must never live in our lives, and feel like that's it. We'll just live in our lie and whatever happen, happen. We must always try to do better and be a better person. Because yesterday's promise to no one. I ain't not perfect. I still fixing my life. I've learned to cope and learn how to communicate a little better. Because I understand, you know when sometimes when you're pressured, you know what to tell that person, so you just stop answering your phone and stop talking. But then it paints a picture as well about us. It paints a picture and says, okay, then you know probably you're not all that. And you have to just know, hey, you know what, let me do the right thing. Let me do the right thing. And that's what I tell everybody. And the only time I stop communicating with you is when I feel like you're trying to clone me. When I feel like you're lying to me and you just continue lying and I'm giving you the opportunity and telling you, hey, questions that I'm asking you, I already know the answer to, and you continue to clone me, well then, I never wanted to be in a circus. Never wanted to be. And I never will be. There's a matter that I'm dealing with currently. I can't exactly speak about everything. It's involving the fisherman that has been captured. I got some credible information. And this is why I say, sometimes even my own comrades and them wicked, you know. Sometimes my own comrades in my own fraternity wicked, you know. Because we're more about the money. We want to drive a Bugatti. We want to have fancy clothes and designer clothes. And we want to this and we want to that. And we want to live life lavish and nice. Yes, everything has a cost to it. Yes, money is important. But is money that important? I have some information that I have to act on as well. And we're working. We're working hard for this thing to happen. Persons that continue to be tricked and deceived, we counsel here as well. I think that I want to also have some attorneys on board, and I want to be able that persons could come to us and get legal advice. Attorneys can represent them as well, and that we can form a community where persons build this community where people could be able to be helped, and we build the community and build Trinidad to be a better place. It's not about me. I could be in the background tomorrow and let somebody come and host this. And I push to make sure that things happen the way it had to happen. God give me the voice, give me the blessing and the talent, and He's protected me thus far, and I'll continue to do what I have to do. And I hope that you all support me on this journey. So, I think with that we could conclude today's show. And those of you all that have information, feel free. And I would let you know this, nobody manages the lines. The lines are managed by myself. I speak to every person directly, and that's for a reason. I mean, it's unbearable already, but I try my best, and eventually we will have a larger scale team where we will have persons and agents that will be able to talk to persons, gather facts, send people out. But for now, I'll deal with everybody direct. You could send your information, send the things that you need help with, 264-4762. You could send that via WhatsApp. Don't worry, you don't have to call. You could send the information. If you need to speak to me, you can call. Once I'm available, I'll answer. And if I miss the call, I'll call you back. But let's work together to make Trinidad and Tobago possible. And of course, if you know something, say something. You know they say informer is there? Not over here. Our informers remain anonymous always. If I could tell only the kind of conversation I had for this day alone, you're going to hold all the head and ball. So keep it locked to Real TV, the realest of all reels. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, please the Lord. As I say, keep praying for me. Keep me in your prayers. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, please God, with more. Less fluff, straight to the point. And always remember, if you play with fire, you're going to get burnt. Have a beautiful afternoon.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From use to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From use to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.